Hello, hello. It is time, you guys. Let's get on in here. I got something to show you too, which you're going to probably gag over. Looks pretty lousy, doesn't it? It's hot melt and just juice veggies. You can see all the junk on the bottom. I know it looks really terrible, but it tastes delicious. I promise you, I wouldn't be drinking anything icky. I have, I like something that tastes good as well. So I've got lots of stuff to show you. It's big time show and tell today. So come on in. Say hello. Tell me where you're from. Just come on in. We're waiting for you. You guys get in here, and I'm going to tell you what, we're going to have some kind of fun. There's Suzanne. Hi, Suzanne. How are you doing? And I see some hearts coming, so I'm pretty excited about that. There's Diane, my sweet Diane. Good to see you. And Joanna's in the house. Cassie's here. All my girls. Hi, Susan. Come on in. Trisha's here. Yay, Trisha. And Doris. There it is. There it is. Alrighty. That's what I'm talking about. I've got my girl from, there's Yvonne and Sarah. It's starting to go fast. Happy New Year. Are you ready? Catherine's in the house. I love seeing my girls come here. Hi, Pat from Alberta. And Susan with the Leanne middle name. Good job. Another Joanne from Ontario, Canada. You know that I was born in Scarborough, right? That's right. Canadian. I am dual citizen. I get to claim most of this continent, as a matter of fact. Carolyn's in Inman. That's not too far away. Hi, Carolyn. I'm so glad to see everybody, and I am delighted that you're here. You've decided to join me for Thirsty Thursday. There's Heidi. We've got things to do, you guys, and I've got some questions. And by the way, if you are here in this place and thinking, well, I've got all these questions, and I'm wondering about this and wondering about that, because Monday starts the sprint. My goodness, I hope you're getting ready for it. Are you ready? What are you doing? I say take the sprint on as if you were planning your own wedding. That's how seriously I want you to take it. Go to savingdinner.com/sprint and you get it for free. You get a car and you get a car and you get a car. I've always wanted to say that. Anyway, so you don't get a car, but you get a sprint. You get a sprint and you get a sprint. They're all free. Free sprints for everyone. For everyone. How do you like that? There's so much on my mind right now, and I'm getting ready. I've been planning the curriculum for Take Back Your Life. The enrollment is open right now, by the way. Go to savingdinner.com/TBYL, Take Back Your Life. Guess what? That's going to give you a bunch of information and tell you exactly what this coaching program is about, because this is coaching for an entire year. This is to get you into the place of looking back 1 year from today and going, man, that was the best year of my life. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And my girls who are in it, they're in it to win it. And let me just say this too. I am one person. I do all the coaching. Nobody else does. And I'm going to take you all the way. That's it. That's my hand to God. I'm going to do the very best that I can for you. But I can't do it if you're not there. So look at it. Take a look at it. It might intrigue you. And everyone, I'm telling you, who has hot melt and also just juice veggies, mix them and see what you think. It looks terrible. I suggest you not put it in a clear glass, but mix it and taste it. Really good. I'm shocked. So today, here we are. We're getting ready. We still have Take Back Your Life journals. Take Back Your Life journals right here. Oh my goodness, I didn't flip it, did I? Sorry. I hate it when I don't flip it. People always wonder, what the heck is this about? Sorry. Yes, Take Back Your journals. Take Back Your Life journals are available. Great way for you to plan and set yourself up for absolute success for 2020. Can you believe it? We're in the roaring 20s, you guys. Are you excited about this? Are you ready to make this year completely different? I know I am. So I was looking at, I've got all these things. You should see my desk. It's a scary thing. It's a sticky note city right here. There are sticky notes here, there, and everywhere. And I can't believe that I'm sitting here at a desk with all of this here. I've got it. When I'm done with this show, I'm going to get on this and clean it up. Set my timer for 5 minutes and it'll make a big difference. So if you are not, anyway, you need to get started. Get started. I love both of those. She's going to try that. Lisa said she's going to try mixing the two together. I'm not kidding. I just needed a little different, something a little different, you know? And Cynthia, thank you for sharing. And Gwen, I'm happy you're here too. Here we go. I love this. Cassie has an appointment with me every day, and she does lunch with me with a pencil in her hand to take notes in her Take Back Your Life journal. What a good idea. You know, if you are serious about wanting change in your life, what do? You do something different. You don't keep doing the same thing. You got to do something different, and you got to get really invested in your life on a daily basis. This means you can't just write out your goals and then just, do an Irish goodbye on them. Go put them in a pile of clutter. It means you have to open them up and look at them every single day. And when you build habits around those goals, you're going to hit them every single time. You're going to hit your goals. How exciting is that? And the word goal has a lot of connotations to it, doesn't it? It can be overwhelming. It can be this, that, and the other thing. And all I'm saying is it's a target, something we want to hit. So what? It's a vision of what we have for ourselves. And those visions can capture us and get us on the hot little trails to making sure that those things happen. And, I will tell you that the women that I have seen who are doing this in their lives, and I'm watching them, in the sprint groups, in my bigger groups, my higher level coaching groups, especially Take Back Your Life, these are the women who are involved. They're in there every day. They're doing they're doing repetitive behavior in a group that is building themselves up as they build others up. Can you believe that? Isn't that a fantastic thing? That you scratch someone's back, they're going to turn around and scratch yours too. This is how we can find purpose in our lives as well. It's kind of maybe a backhanded kind of a weird way to go about doing it, but suddenly your purpose will show up. I had a couple of people who said, you know what? I want to be a NutriCoach. And I said, I want you to be a NutriCoach too, because if you want it, that's telling me something. There's something inside that's stirring. And when the things inside of you are stirring, you got to listen to that. This is how we get the change in our lives. This is how we become all that we want to become. This is how we stop the carousel of crazy, which are all those very absorbed, self-absorbed, thoughts about our weight, our genes, how we feel. Am I going to eat this? Am I not going to eat this? It's just exhausting, isn't it not? This is why we always default to easy, because we're exhausted. You know what, Yvonne? Yvonne said she ate garbage last night and her tummy feels like, and she's got the throw up thing. You know what came to me today? I was writing and getting ready and doing all my things. We become the garbage collectors, don't we? We are the garbage collectors. In other words, we collect the garbage as if our mouths are the open container for the garbage. So I want you to start thinking about this as you start putting food in your mouth that has a history with you that's not a good one. Start thinking, am I going to be the garbage collector? Is this the entertainment zone? These are the kind of things we have to start taking a look at. And I believe that when we start calling things out for what they really are, there's change happening, because we get bugged. Suddenly we just get like, ooh, I hadn't looked at it that way. But if we start looking at it that way, instead of the old way of looking at it, and our old way is we obsess, and then finally we cave in, finally we eat that last bite, and then look what happens. Then we feel bad. Then we feel guilty. We have remorse, we have regret, and then we start beating ourselves up. And the pain is so great on all of this, isn't it? It's just like completely takes up your entire head. And then conveniently, we just rationalize it. Say, well, it was just that once. Well, it was the holidays. Then we forget about it. And we get on with our lives until it starts to happen again. And that is the carousel of crazy. This is why your weight goes up and down and up and down and up and down. Because your rules for yourself aren't clear. And how it is that you're going to handle all of this, garbage food, or whatever, isn't clear enough yet. And we also have to be very, very, very careful as we're in this place to make sure that as we are shifting into this place of new beginnings and new ideas and what have you, that we're leaving this stuff behind. That we're understanding that, again, like we talked about yesterday, that was an experience. That was a lesson learned. I'm ready to move on. That's how we get out of it. That's how we break that cycle and get off the carousel of crazy. Unplug it, push it down the cliff, light it on fire. I don't care. Blow it up. Whatever you want to do to it, just get off of it. It's time. Because the carousel of crazy isn't a new diet, a new guru, a new program, a new this, or a new gym, or whatever. None of it. Has it ever worked for you before? Let me ask you that. If it's worked for you, then why are you here? Why are we talking? I'm telling you, it hasn't worked for you. I know the drill. I know the drill because we all do it. We think, oh, it's just, if just haven't gotten quite to it. Well, you never will. Nobody is ever going to write you a program, write a book, put it on the shelf, and say, this program is exactly for Vanessa. This is Vanessa's program, and it's just going to work for her like that. Now, there are certain people in this world that are going to get hooked up with a certain program, and it's just going to work. It's going to be like a godsend for them. But there's that many people, that many. And let's see if this time next year, they haven't gained all that weight, right? They haven't gained all the weight back. 97% of us do. I just posted an article from the New York Times about this very same thing. All of those people who were in The Biggest Loser have all gained their weight back. And then some, most of them. One who did not. And the only reason she hadn't, she became a motivational speaker and a fitness trainer and basically lived her worst nightmare of being on Biggest Loser because it's a completely unattainable thing. Nobody lives in isolation like that without the temptation around them or, however it is that they did it. I hardly watched it because I found it very painful and awful to watch. And I thought, how unhealthy can you get? That's crash dieting right there and over the top exercise. Do you do that? I don't do that. We don't live like that. We don't have lives like that. We have things that we need to do in our lives. And what do we say? Where are we? We're in the place of wanting to attain a life that just keeps us active and vibrant and participating. That's it. Not one of us here, unless I don't know you, not one of us here wants to be bikini models. I don't care that nobody's ever going to come take pictures of my abs, guys. I promise you. I don't care. I want to be active. I want to get up. I don't want to have pain. I want to go on a hike. I want to participate in my life, not sit on the sidelines. That's what we're about. That is what we're about. That's how we're taking back our lives. And that is, to me, the biggest needle mover there is. We want to relish our lives. Relish. And just say, look this is my life. This is my fabulous life. We're no longer consumed with the carousel of crazy. We've gone beyond it. We've gone beyond it. There's room now for other things in that prefrontal cortex besides our stupid weight. And am I going to eat this or am I not? Gosh, isn't it exhausting? Who wants to live like that? How old were you when you started living like that? I was 16, probably 15, and I was a cheerleader in high school. And man, and I was dancing, I was doing all of that. But I was always one of these girls who was kind of built. I had hips. I had the, classic hourglass figure, boobs and a butt. I had that. And some sturdy legs from dancing. And I wanted so much to be thin. So much to be thin, 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 like some of the other girls. But I wasn't built like that. And so that was part of my carousel of crazy. And really, when it really lit up was when I was in college and I was doing a ballet class. My ballet dance instructor came up to me and he said, as we were at the bar, hand to God, this is what he said. You would be great. You would be a great ballet dancer if you lost some weight. Okay, just for the record, I was 5'8". Probably I'm a little shorter now. I'm 61. I mean, that's what happens. 5'8". I weighed 130 pounds. I mean, that's pretty normal, right? 130 pounds. So, that basically opened the floodgates to endless dieting. I thought I wasn't good enough. I thought if I were thinner, I would be better. I thought. And you just have these tumbling thoughts that just keep going, you know? And here's the thing. I wrote this down yesterday when I was doing, I was working on the book a little bit and got some stuff going. And I thought I call this the ta-da principle. And that is thoughts are decisions that become our actions. Ta-da! Yeah, it's an acronym. Marla goes, that makes me crazy. That's a big whatever. Yeah, we get on each other like that. But I like it. Thoughts are decisions that become our actions because it's true. And at that moment, I made a decision that I was a dieter, that I was on, I can't remember, it was some crazy Scarsdale diet or something. I don't remember the one, where the doctor got killed by his lover. I don't know. It was some Scarsdale diet. It was some craziness, but began my real sincere dieting days of deprivation, of craziness, of cabbage diets, going to Weight Watchers. How many times have you been to Weight Watchers? Anybody more than once? Me. Weight Watchers. What was the other one that I was just so vile? I can't remember, but it's like dehydrated frozen food or whatever. Oh, just awful. And I'm thinking, okay, and here, once again, here we go with a half-baked idea of it's calories in and calories out. So therefore, I'll just give you a tray of chemicals that you can microwave. And if you eat that, that's it. Letitia said it. Yep, Jenny Craig. I mean, how many of you done that? And sorry, Jenny Craig people, but man, that ain't whole food. I'm sorry. Then there's Nutrisystem. All of them. I've done them all. I have done them all. And can I ask you a question? How many of you really like all that counting stuff, right? Right? And I had somebody who sent me in a question, well, if you're doing keto, which yes, we are, but ours is a very much cleaned up anti-inflammatory version of it. If you're doing keto, how come you're not counting your macros? And I said back, because I will never count anything. You know what the problem is, right? The problem is they never, in any of these programs, ever addressed hunger hormones. They didn't address your leptin. They didn't address ghrelin. They didn't address any of this stuff. And when we understand the science behind what makes us tick and why we're going after stuff, Mimi's got it all. Atkins, South Beach. I mean, right? We can't do that. It's a proven remedy. These don't work. They don't work because this is not customized for you. It is not personalized for you at all. It's not about you. It's about their book. Am I going to sell my book? And I understand what that's about. Believe me, I have 10 books. I have 10 books all through a publisher. And believe me, they want you to sell the books. They want you to sell the books. And I'm telling you, I don't want that. I want a lifestyle that I can depend on. I want food that I can depend on. I want rules that are very clear for me that I can depend on. So when somebody says to me, well, can I eat chocolate? I ask them, well, can you eat chocolate? For me, I can't. But where are you on this? And I had another woman who got really upset for me you took away my chocolate. No, I didn't. All I said to you is if you can handle it, then eat it. If you can't, then don't. Ta-da! That's a ta-da principle right there. Thoughts are decisions that become our actions. Ta-da! My word, I'm telling you. So we have to understand that what you say about yourself, that becomes your identity. So when I say to you, my identity is a person who cannot be bothered to count things. I can't. But I will tell you one thing that I have done before, and it's worked, is I've created plans that give you choices. But also have very clear lines in the sand. This is how come we do things the way that we do with the sprint. There's some delineation there, isn't there? You can't have it, you can't have this, and you can't have that, and you can't have this. There's a lot of no, you can't. But there's a lot of yes, you can have that. No, you don't need to measure this, but you need to be particularly careful about that. And it helps. We have some principles in there. Water. Yes, drink it. Lots of it. Did you know that if you are at 1%, ladies, off on your dehydration, on your hydration, that your mood will change? Have you noticed that? And I have been thinking lately, I've been feeling a little funky in kind of a down funk. What's this about? I haven't been drinking enough water. So I went through and I made some new rules for my hydration. And it's easy. You know, it's easier when you spread it out throughout the day instead of going at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh my gosh, I only drank 1 bottle of water. That's not enough. You don't want to pack it all in at the end of the day because you'll spend all night peeing. So who wants to do that? Create new rules, folks. Ta-da. See, Sarah just put it out there. Ta-da. Thoughts are decisions that become actions. Don't you love that? It's true, though. This is how we roll. It starts as a thought. It always starts as a thought. And it can be a thought of something wonderful and constructive. On the other hand, it can be the thought of something that's going to tear you down. And what we want to do is understand that if this is the case, we want to get back on our game and make sure that our thoughts are constructive and start throwing out the ones that aren't and looking for ways to build up construction. Really interesting. Mother Teresa was asked once upon a time why she never went to an anti-war protest. You know, she was very peace loving and all of that. And she said, because if the time that you have a peace rally, I will be there. Because Mother Teresa's focus wasn't on war. Her focus was on peace. Think about that for a minute. What does that do? How does that change the trajectory of your life? When you're focused on something that is good and positive and uplifting, like peace, that fulfills the whole thing about empathy. We talked about that. Expanding the borders of your heart and your mind and your soul so you become a more loving person. I want to be at the peace rally. Whereas you go to the anti-war rally, there's a lot of anger there. And they're, indignant and bitter and mad and angry. And it just makes you a hard and angry person. Well, I mean, maybe people will disagree with me on that, but I want my focus to be on the things that are going to make good decisions in my life. Good decisions. Haneke's asking, how much water do you advise? I have a real, it's about hydration, okay? Whatever it is that you're drinking, even coffee counts, guys. Can you believe that? The new research, coffee counts on that. So I love that. Ooh, why is all the angry faces? Who's angry? Yeah. Maybe angry at war? I hope so. Lots of angry faces. Wow, here comes the anger ladies. Wow. Okay. Maybe anger issues? You just need to take your body weight in ounces and do it in half. So if you weigh 150 pounds, 75 ounces of hydration every day. Okay? Your coffee counts, your tea counts, your bone broth counts, your soup counts. If it's a hydration item, that counts. And then add the water in as well. I know, Mimi, are you so happy? Coffee counts, yes. How many years have we been told that it's completely dehydrating? Well, apparently not. That's an old wise tale. And all of the research is saying, no, all counts. And I say yes to that. So we have to keep careful of what our focus is. Focus is really important, and accept as well the things that can change. Well, Letitia, the reason why you think tea and coffee would be dehydrating is because we've been told that all our lives. Isn't that so funny? Hey, Brenda. Brenda's my little love bug. She's putting all the loves for the hateful faces. I don't know who this person is, but I'm sad that you have the hateful face. And a new profile picture for you, Brenda. I like it. It looks really good. So we also have to accept what we cannot change. Like I can't change those mean faces, can I? But you can counteract them with the love. So there you are. I love it. I love the fact that we have an opportunity to focus on the right things, to focus on the things that are going to give us our ta-da moments, our ta-da principle, and underlie it all the time. And Brenda says 30 pounds gone. Are you proud of her or what? I'm so proud of you, Brenda. So good. And then we got to do another couple of things that we have to do. And I love this because you know how I love contrast. Black, white, good, bad. It's easy for us to see that. I mean, it's just very distinct, and our brains love it, by the way. Our brains love to know this is good, this is bad, right? How do you like that? Where do I find paleo protein powder? It's on our site. Go to savingdinner.com and go up onto the very corner and you'll see supplements. Ding, click on that and you'll see Perfect Paleo Protein. If anybody's in here who has the link and want to put it up there, I'd appreciate it. That's some really good stuff. That Perfect Paleo Protein is amazing, and I'm doing collagen shots. Marla just made all these delicious little key lime pie parfaits. Now she redid her recipe, and you should see them. They look like little parfaits. I mean, seriously, she put some gelatin in them, and they all set up, and they're delicious looking. So I love it. I love it. But we have to make swaps. So when we have something that's negative and hanging out, we need to change things up. And especially the stuff that's really hard to let go of, like shame. Shame's a biggie. We have shame, or we have anger, we have bitterness, we have all these things. And sometimes it's hard to get off of that. But what if we swapped it out with something like curiosity? Well, I'm just curious about this. Why is this so? Pull the plug out of the emotion and take a look at it and try to discover what it is. Why am I feeling shame? Why is that coming up with me? And look at it, and instead of avoidance, instead of hiding from it, instead of running scared, we confront it. And when we confront it, and with curiosity, and with a mind to understand and grow and know, things start to shift because we haven't, hidden it anymore. No more hiding. I don't like hiding. I think hiding puts us in the place of never. This angry face stuff is just killing me. I can't even believe it. Okay, we're just going to go with it, aren't we, ladies? Yeah, we'll just go with it. But, we can do that with doubts. We can, instead of having any kind of a doubt, you can take a look at this. You can go, you know what? I might be doubtful that I'm capable of doing this, but I have confidence that I can do this one thing. Go for the confidence. We can swap out the doubt for the confidence at any time. And fear, the opposite of fear is love. Fear is a way of keeping us captive. And we don't need to be doing that anymore. We can be concentrating on love. Love is the panacea for this whole world, isn't it? It's the thing that's going to make all the difference. It's the thing that's going to heal your own heart, even if you have a broken heart. And then, if you start going on all this thing of, this is just, it's too hard, it's a big, whatever, take a look and say, hey, there's an opportunity here. There is an opportunity here. It's not a pitfall. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to learn a lesson. We talked about that yesterday. Lessons learned is an opportunity to grow big time. And we get to do that. So, angry person, whoever you are. You know what? The angry person, can we all agree that we're going to bless the angry person right now? We're going to bless them. Whoever the angry person is here, they need a whole lot more love, or maybe they're trying to press a heart instead of, check. Yvonne's so sweet. Maybe they're trying to press a heart and they can't get to it. Big thumbs. Who knows? But I'm telling you right now, from the bottom of my heart all the way to the top of my head, that I know that when you apply the Tada principle on everything and understand that your thoughts are decisions that become our actions, and you're very careful about them, things are going to change. Things are going to shift. Things are going to be coming the way that you want them to come. You're going to see completely different things. When we see different things, our lives change. It's that simple. Our lives change, and the reason that they do is that we activate the reticular activating system, and we start bringing all that good stuff in. And I don't know about you, but that is where I want to live for 2020. Exactly. Now, tomorrow is it's question and answer day, Q&A all day long on Friday. So throw in your questions, send them to support@savingdinner.com. And any of you who are in the sprint or in Take Back Your Life, if you would share this video into there, I would appreciate it. And share this video into those groups. You can always hold a watch party too. I don't know what watch parties are, to be perfectly honest with you, but what the heck? What the heck? Just get it down. I've had lots of questions about, there they are again. I have lots and lots of questions about supplements, and tomorrow I will do a little bit more show and tell. I know I think it's the beginning of the year and people are like, well, okay, I'm going to do this with my diet, but what do I need to do and how do I need to supplement? So I'm going to answer a lot of those questions because I've gotten them in my personal box. And that's it. That's what I have for you today. Is there a Take Back Your Life Facebook group? There is if you are in the Take Back Your Life, Take Back Your Body group, and you've done that whole thing after my webinar, Mimi, then absolutely you should have been receiving, you should have received an invitation to that. If you're talking about Take Back Your Life journal Facebook group, yes, there is. There's that too. So all of these are Angry Face must like your video, Leanne, because they don't want you to leave. Oh yeah, see? Or they don't want to leave. You know, whatever. I'm fine with it. You know, I'm just, this is my year of being soft and kind, and I'm no longer going to be harsh and mean. Although sometimes I want to be. I'm going to admit it. Especially with stuff like that. Anyway, so you guys, this is our year. It's 2020. It's the second day. We have an opportunity to set up for absolute massive success. And this is where I want to take you. And if you're interested in getting on board, we have a couple of days left until we close down registration for Take Back Your Life. It's my coaching program. I've never done this before. Not like this at all. This is getting in the weeds. This is getting down to what it is that you want to accomplish this year and have 2020 be it. Go check it out at savingdinner.com/TBYL. The other thing that I would suggest is get your supplements ordered. They're not going to be there in time to start on Monday when we start the sprint, but it doesn't matter because you will have them in your hot little hand. We are about out of hot melt mix. I hate to tell you that, but you know, that we had a big, massive rush on that just on New Year's Day. And we have, what else is, we have a couple of the Proactive Probiotic we have tons of, but the Get Lean probiotic, that's about gone also. I'm just letting you know where we are with all of those things. But go get them ordered, for heaven's sakes. Let's get busy and start making some collagen shots, and we'll get in the kitchen and start doing some cooking stuff too next year. Do you want me to start doing some cooking? We haven't really not figured out yet how to get that the sound quality better, but we will. We'll figure it out. I am going to be doing some cooking things and showing you how to use these different things so that you are all set up with good, healthy habits and helping you to get rid of the ones that you don't want in there anymore, right? That's what we do. That's it. That's all I have for you today. But that's enough. It's good stuff. And tomorrow, don't forget, is Q&A. Rachel says, yes to cooking. I need to learn. Oh, I am going to help you learn to cook. I will give you all the things. I will show you how to do wonderful things in the kitchen. I'm going to show you how to get yourself set up, because I'll tell you what, you plan, you get the results instead. Right, angry face person who's setting them all up right now? Peace to you, angry person, and peace and love to all of the rest of you. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you in our groups. Ciao.